has come. The call for help heeded by every Space Marine asset in the sector.
This is one of the most iconic battles ever put on by Play on Tabletop. So we're back at it again. Space Marines versus Tyranids, but this time we're making it bigger, badder, and more awesome.
Hive fleets Leviathan and Behemoth are blending their tendrils to become bigger and badder than ever. The Space Marines have been forced to attack before they are fully ready. There is no time to wait. Two Primarchs, two fleets, one chance for victory.
This is too big of a game to be dealing with secondary. This is too big of a game to be dealing with objectives.
To find a victor today, we will count up wounds remaining on models within that Tyranid deployment zone at the end of the game, and the side with the most wounds remaining wins.
Yeah, and one important distinction is the characters count as their full wounds.
Right.
So we need to make sure.
I need to kill them dead.
A battle for survival and honor. Deadly Print Studio makes amazing 3D printed effects and bits to add to your favorite minis. Immersion gets pumped to the max with these cool explosions, magic, and shooting effects. Just check out these awesome White Scar minis for models of every size and walk of life, from the lowliest grot to the glory of a Chaos Reaver Titan. Deadly Print Studio has you covered to bring your models to life. They even have tutorials to help you make your models shine. Check out Deadly Print Studio from the link below and blow your opponents away with the awesomeness of your minis. Deadly Print Studio. Sometimes it's all about the extras.
The attacker is the Imperium. Because the Tyranids were able to take the space at one point, the Tyranids are the defenders.
You're the attackers, you get to go first. We've already pre-deployed, everything's ready to go. All the scout moves have been done. It's just time for a bloodbath now.
Players get to generate command points, so you get one, you get two.
Command phase, we've got Oath of Moment.
Right, so the White Scars get to choose one target, the Dark Angels get to choose one target for Oath of Moment. We're gonna Oath of Moment the Assimilator.
And I'm gonna Oath of Moment the Toxicrene.
All right.
And turn one, I'm gonna innate the Devastator Doctrine. Hey, Stephen Box here from Vanguard Tactics, and I'm so excited to be here at Play On once again to be representing the Space Marine forces in this epic clash of what is going to be one of the best games in history.
As the Alliance of Space Marines moves up the field, you are only seeing a fraction of what is at Lionel Johnson and Guilliman's disposal. The Tyranids hold the line, but as tendrils start to merge with each other, more horrors await the unsuspecting Astartes.
They're going to move forward, okay, and then they're going to jump in.
Trenches have been overrun by Xenos, and it is time to throw them back.
What we fear most in the Tyranids is their ability to assimilate and evolve. And the Ultramarines have to put an end to that. If Behemoth is able to assimilate and evolve with Leviathan, this is going to spell disaster for the Imperium. So the Dark Angels, the White Scars, and the Ultramarines have come to this planet to put an end to this merger.
No fear, the assault begins.
The Space Marines have decided to muster the Ultramarines, the Dark Angels, the White Scars. They're bringing everything they can to try and stop this Tyranid threat, but it's not going to be enough. We are going to hold this base. This is our base. This is our planet. This will be ours.
Stephen Box is ready to get the fight going, so we're going to let him go first with the Dark Angels.
Stern Guard veterans with their lieutenant in forward position to engage the Hormagaunts.
The Stern Guard are one of my favorite units with the lieutenant and also fire discipline. This allows me to get critical hits of 5, so a huge amount of shots coming out for both lethal and sustained, and I think I can hopefully wipe the entire infantry unit of Hormagaunts just in front of me.
Lethal sustained fire kills Gaunt after Gaunt. The Redeemer coughs fire into the Toxicrene.
Steven is itching for a fight. He's opening up all this fire into the Toxicrene. I have to spend this command point. I have to let it survive. We're giving it a feel no pain.
Flamestorms only scorch the monster, and 10 wounds remain.
I've definitely had better rolls in the past. It's going to be down to the Executioner.
The Executioner turns its guns to the Toxicrene. Plasma! 4 wounds, but also gets hot and does 3 wounds to itself. Yikes, not a great start.
Looks like I've done more wounds to myself with that hazardous roll than The Toxicrene. Sorry, Tack.
Samael can finish the beast. The chitin holds.
All of that shooting and the feel no pain pays off. He is still alive. He's got a few wounds remaining, but he's still up.
The rest of his Black Knights fire at the Screamer Killer and do a single wound.
I think the White Scars are going to need to help out here a little bit.
White Scars, unleash hell. Hail Strike splits fire. Gatling, blaring from the speeder, nails the Toxicrene for 2. Grenades pummel 6 into the dirt. Blitzing for Lusad costs a command point, but allows the bikes to fire.
We're going to go with the ATV first with devastating wounds off of that Onslaught Gatling Cannon.
The Scars steal the kill, and the Toxicrene has fallen to the devastating Onslaught burst. Kill confirmed.
Oh, those devastating wounds. I couldn't make enough feel no pains. The Toxicrene is down.
Now we're moving on to the Oath of Moment target for the White Scars, which is the Simulator.
Brutalis target the Norn, Assimilator, and the Gene Stealers. 3 damage to the Simulator. Iron Hails peck at the Gene Stealers. 2 die.
Those Meltas didn't melta.
Ballistus Fire Solution. Norn. The laser refracts off of its psychic shield.
This is a game of death and destruction. We don't get the death and destruction movement if you keep rolling your saves.
3 more damage from a missile. Lancer will need to finish the job.
This is a big laser into the Simulator. I've hit with everything. I've wounded with everything.
Don't do it. Move it. Snake Eyes?
The big laser takes down the Assimilator, neat as you please.
You know what? That's fine. I have more where that came from.
Multi-Meltas from the ATVs scorch the Von Ryans. Invictor roasting Hormagons.
Roast. Looking for 2s?
Oh, aliens die squealing. The Outriders finish the squad.
Cataclysm Fire is one of my favorite rules. We're gonna go devastating wound hunting into the Screamer Killer.
Screamer Killer takes 4 from devastating bolters. ATV takes another down to 4.
So after a terrible, terrible shooting phase, I'm gonna have to try and make this up in the combat phase. So Brutalis, straightforward, let's get you into those Gene Stealers.
Its brothers crash the Gene Stealers and Leapers.
Now, Death Leaper fights first, so I've got a cunning plan here. I'm going to charge in, tank shock the remaining 3 wounds off this Screamer Killer, then, in my activation, pile in and kill Death Leaper before he can fight.
Tank Shock smashes the Carnifex in a shower of gore.
The Deathwatch, they might be able to shoot you, but they have no fear, and I'm going to charge them straight into the enemy lines to finish off those remaining few Hormagons.
Big charge from the bikes into the Hormagons. The White Scars are ever eager for melee.
The fight phase, your favorite phase.
Certainly is. I think we just start off with this one over here.
Fists strike and take Death Leaper to 1 wound remaining. The fell monster survives.
So next up, I'm going to go with the Deathwatch, the Fearless Warriors.
5s?
Deathwatch slice 2 Hormagons.
All right, Brutalis Dreadnought.
Brutalis wailing on the Gene Stealers. 2 squashed. Outrider chainsaws chew into the tide of aliens. 10 Hormagons are sawn to pieces.
Von Ryan Leapers into the Brutalis. Looking for 6s.
2 wounds to the Brutalis. The Scar Brutalis claws rake the Leapers.
2's here.
3 6s.
3 die.
And we are gonna pile in said Gene Stealers. So I got 5 Gene Stealers and then the Brood Lord.
Devastating claws tear open the armor. 10 wounds. That Brutalis is nearly dead.
And then we've got the 3 lone little Hormagons left that are fighting into the brave little Deathwatch.
You know it.
Hormagons manage a wound.
Here comes Death Leaper. You got this, buddy. The 5s. Nothing.
That is end of turn.
That's end of your turn.
Yeah. The winning condition is more wounds in his zone. So if we called it here, we'd just lose the game.
I don't have command phase shenanigans at the moment, so we're just going straight to Battle Shock.
Battle Shock affects the Von Ryan Leapers and Death Leaper, but the rest of the bugs will act normally.
Time to move things.
Mubin just has to kill the Space Marines as fast as he can, and he has a target-rich environment. He is picking his targets and planning the demise of his tormentors. No need for big moves. The fight has come to him.
Shall we let the carnage begin? Sorry, we're gonna go with the Psychic Tendril Neural Lance.
The Norn emissary focuses his many brains into a neural lance at the Clawed Brutalis.
Harspex. He's gonna try and use Bike.
Hosprek's tongue flits out. It fails to kill a bike.
Neurotyrant is just gonna Psychic Torrent into the poor Deathwatch.
Neurotyrant's psychic scream lashes the Deathwatch. Two don't see it coming and die screaming. Psychophage follows up.
6 of Feel Pain. Ah, I rolled a 1. Cool.
1 whole damage. Warriors now unleash their alien weapons.
They're also going to unload everything into those Deathwatch veterans. 3s. 1 damage.
1 down. Zoanthropes focus on the Land Raider Redeemer. Pop smoke for a command point. The Land Raider is stealthed. A blast penetrates. 12 wounds remain.
Big squad of 6 Zoanthrope.
More Zoanthropes from the high ground split fire into the Redeemer and the bikes.
So we're spending our last command point for Red Hard right fast.
Land Raider first. No. 2d3 into the bikers.
1 bike will ride no more.
Screamer Killer is actually going to shoot down into this big blob.
Screamer Killer coughs plasma at the stern guard. 1 man dies.
This 5-man squad of Barbgaunts into Azrael and friends.
Spines rain from the sky into Azrael's inner circle. Pinned, they suffer a loss.
Companion no more.
But with that, I'm done shooting. It's 8 o'clock.
I hear everyone says it.
It's not a Canadian thing. It's not a play-on thing.
It's a moving thing.
It's a moving thing.
Turvagon into the Invictor.
Thundering of Turvagon hooves, it's in!
Bonk.
Screamer Killer is charging too.
Lictor into your Stern Guard. You have no command points. Whoop. The Warriors are going to go into the last remaining Deathwatch veterans.
Warriors make it to the veterans.
Harspex into more White Scar bikers.
Tyranid food.
Crunch.
Neurolictor charges in. Norn emissary scooches around and tags the Claw Brutalis.
Death Leaper is going to start the fun off.
Death Leaper fights first into the Invictor. 4 damage, 8 left.
8 wounds left. Perfect.
Turvagon to finish the job. 6 damage, but it's still fighting.
Still in the fight, and that's all we need him to be.
Yep.
On to the Screamer Killer.
Screamer Killer stumbles a bit.
Oh, God, no. Not like that. 2s, though.
The ATV down to 2. Lictor precise at the lieutenant.
Great.
5 ups.
Dead Lieutenant, which also means I go to 2 command points.
His brain is eaten, and 4 Stern Guard go down as well. Lictor of Doom! The Warriors murder the infiltrators to a man.
The Harspex, starting with the Grasping Tongue.
Oh my, it eats the ATV and a bike, and still has its claws to go.
2s.
Yep.
Only a damaged bike.
The Neurolictor into the Dark Angels Brutalis.
No damage. Monstrous Norn claws don't dent the Brutalis.
Let's see if the Norn can do the rest. We are going to start with the monstrous Scything Talons first.
Good, good. 4 up. And that is a 6.
Huzzah!
The Leapers weigh in.
The Von Ryans.
Another failure. Not a stunning fight phase for Mubin.
And so then we go into the defenders.
6 attacks at -1 to hit, and I'm going to put all of these onto the Gene Stealers, I think.
Brutalis brutalizes the Gene Stealers. Only 1 dies.
The Gene Stealers are going to fight back, but I'm going to start with the Broodlord.
It wrecks the Dreadnought. Devastation.
Goodbye, Brutalis.
We might as well just keep going on that side.
Brutalis going Norn hunting.
Okay.
All but 1.
6 damage after a re-rolled save. Outriders rip and tear at the Hosprek's.
Oh!
5 chainsaws land. 2 wounds suffer. Stern Guard pile in.
Looking for 4s.
Rifle butts hammer him down to 2.
Excellent, because now I've got a Stern Guard Sergeant with a Power Fist, so.
Sergeant Powerfist. Oh, he drops the horror. Revenge.
The Outriders with the Chaplain
Yeah.
are going to go into the Scream Killer. I'm hitting on 3s here.
No damage. Too tough.
And then the Invictor Warsuit.
Death Leaper is getting pummeled by the Warsuit.
Involves! Oh,
Oh, that could have gone so much better.
Death Leaper lives!
Right, everything's fought. This is a very interesting board state. I thought there would be a lot more death and destruction.
Scrappy fights on the edge of the Tyranid zone have not broken through. Attrition is not a factor yet, and reinforcement promises an escalation towards total destruction.
Start of turn 2.
Oath of Moment falls on the Emissary and the Hosprex.
I reckon you go attack the little ones while you leave the big target for the big things.
Sounds like a plan.
That is the Lion's tactical genius.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any point going into a Doctor in this turn. I'm not in combat, so I don't need to fall back, and I want to save that advance in charge for later. So let's just keep it steady and we'll save it. Time for the movement phase.
I'm falling back.
Nice.
The Scars fall back for a moment. This is a feigned flight. They are itching to charge back in.
We might just chase Gene Stealers over here.
Yep.
So they're gonna fall back. They can fall back and charge.
The Redeemer takes in the slowed inner circle.
Run, brothers!
Run forward.
To the abyss.
The Nero Tyrant's not happy about that.
Okay.
So he's gonna scream at them.
Neurotyrant overwatches the Stern Guard, killing one.
That didn't quite do what I thought it would.
Units hopping in and out of the Redeemer.
Just moving the other Blade Guard unit to just jump back in that space they've just jumped out of.
The busiest party bus in the Imperium.
Lion, you must advance, you little cheeky monkey.
The Dark Angel Executioner supports.
Fainting withdrawal with the Outrider bikes. They can do all the things. They can fall back, shoot, and charge.
Reinforcements!
My teammate and I have been talking about what to bring in turn 2 in terms of our reinforcements, and Stephen Box has specifically asked that it's only the quartet of Dreadnoughts along with Guilliman, and so that's what we're going to bring on as our reinforcements.
The Ultramarines Dreadnought Quartet with Conductor Guilliman on the high ground.
Lieutenant with combi weapon is joining the fight.
So is that all your reinforcements?
Yeah.
We're happy with this.
Okay then. I will rapid ingress then.
The ground heaves. Mubin uses rapid ingress. The Trigon ambushes the Lion. This is a big move. The Lion can't charge. He has been caught advancing. A monstrous trap has been sprung.
Brothers, I need support. Turn to fire.
The Lion is extremely exposed here. I need to figure out how I'm going to handle that.
Shooting phase. We're going to do the same thing.
ATVs zap the Norn and the Gene Stealers. Bolters fail. Multi-Meltas at the Norn. Emissary makes a save, but is dropped to 3. Brutalis blasts away.
One more.
Yeah.
A Gene Stealer dies.
So then the Gladiator Lancer is going to take its small arms fire and it's going to go to some Gene Stealers, but it's going to take its big laser and it's going to go into the Cyclophage back there.
Into the Gribblies now.
On force.
Fours!
You do.
Make every single one.
Psychophage eats the Lancer's big gun. 10 wounds. Only 5 are felt. 5 left. Ballistus hammers at the Norn.
Sure. 4 ups. No.
Yes.
Skewered by focused laser fire. The giant dies.
And you know what? Storm Bolters are going to go to Gene Stealers.
Yeah. Nope. Another Gene Stealer has a wound.
Storm Speeder splits fire.
Frags, it's going to take his Iron Hail, also go into the far unit of Termagants. It's going to take his Gatling Gun and go into Zone Throps. So we're going to go Gatling Gun here first. Then I'm chasing 6s here on the Zone Throps. I got none.
Frag storms pummel the Termagants. 8 die.
Everything from the bikes are going into Zone Throps.
Bullets lash in, killing 2.
What we're going to do here is we're going to start with the Gatling Redemptor, and that's going to go into Zone Throps.
Okay.
Gatling Dread hammers the Zoanthropes. Big losses, 2 more down. Psychophage and Termagants targeted by the Ballistus.
Missiles. 3s. 5.
I just need 1 to keep him alive.
Oh, he got the 1. 1-6.
Ballistus 2 hammers down the last Zoanthrope.
Okay, you ready for this?
No.
Blade Guard heavy pistols at the Gaunts. 2 die.
So next up is the Redeemer.
Redeemer splits fire all over. Psychophage dies to the Multi-Melta.
The Assault Cannon now into
Into the 4 Termagants.
Into those.
3 saves at 6s.
7 Termagants remain.
My Redeemer now into your...
The Barb Guns.
Yep.
How many flamer shots?
3s to wound.
Firestorm torches the Barb Gaunts to a man.
I'm gonna go here.
Black Knights and Samael in a plasma duel with the Screamer Killer. 8 damage, 2 remain, the Carnifex lives.
Now can I shoot Gilliman?
Look, he just wants to play with his Primarch, all right?
Hand of Dominion.
Ooh, Hand of Dominion plinks the Carnifex down.
Repulsor!
Repulsor Executioner unleashes all guns at the Hosprex.
6s.
So the 2 saves, and then the devastating wounds just go through. So down to 10.
The plasma is 5 shots, plus 1 is 6. 2 missed.
He has a single wound remaining.
Cool, now for defensive array.
You're gonna kill it with a defensive array?
Oath carries, and the monster is felled by the defensive array.
Hey! Defensive array comes to the rescue.
And he explodes.
The Hormagaunts take 2 losses as the Hosprex explodes.
How's it on the repulsor? Take the wounds. Yes!
Oh, he does. Again! That Repulsor Executioner seems to be very good at doing wounds to itself.
My Stern Guard veterans need to shoot.
Oh yeah, there's a few of them left.
Stern Guards draw down on the warriors. 1 dies.
Redemptor Dreadnought with the Macroplasma is going to go into the Psychophage up top. So D6 plus 1 shots, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
No joy in Tackville.
So charge the clock.
Charging time, and we'll just go up the line.
Brutalis in on the Leapers. Splatter 1 with a belly flop. Brutalis in on the Neurolictor and Gene Stealers. A Gene Stealer is crushed.
Bikes are going to do a multi-charge, because they have to, into the Neurolictor and the Gene Stealers.
You rolled an 8.
Bikes head in. Blade Guard jump the warriors.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Veterans in.
My Stern Guard are going to charge. I figured a plan. If I charge in with the Repulsor, that'll mean the Trigon can't fall back and charge the Lion. So unfortunately, Repulsor, you're going to have to take a hit for me.
Repulsor takes on the Trigon.
This guy is the most reckless Repulsor driver in the Imperium.
Bikes charge the Gaunts on the high ground. Warsuit back in.
Cool, and now we've made a successful charge. We are going to tank shock.
Goodbye, Death Leaper.
No more leaping, only death.
Now Samael will lead the charge into the oncoming Turvagon with a mighty 9-inch charge.
Awesome.
Samael drives in on the Turvagon and its brood. Wow, the Space Marines are on it.
I have fights first.
You do.
Neurolictor.
So we've got the Neurolictor going into the Outrider bikes.
Yep. So 6 attacks.
Neurolictor eats a bike. Now the Chargers.
Brutalis Dreadnought.
The last leaper falls to the Brutalis.
So we've got 3 Outriders going to Gene Stealers.
Bikes saw the Gene Stealers, felling 1.
The Outrider that had to fight the Neurolictor.
Neurolictor takes a damage.
All right, so Brutalis is going to go into Gene Stealers. But I do squish you twice.
Bikes saw the Termagants. 12 down.
We are going to go with the Invictor Warsuit
Ah, yes.
into the Turvagon.
Warsuit punches at the Turvagon. 4 damage, 12 remain.
But now it's over to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Asmodee and also 2 Blade Guard are going to fire onto those warriors.
Blade Guard.
Tifa.
Warriors down.
Asmodee!
This is why you need to take out the support bugs.
One of my Stern Guard will fight onto the Hormagaunts, and then the others will fight onto the Xenophage.
A Hormagaunt and a Zoanthrope die.
My Repulsor into the Morlock. Oh my days.
3s. Takes 2 damage, so he's down to 12.
You know what it is? There's 2 Primarchs on this table, but this Executioner is really trying to be the hero of the story.
It really is.
Samael.
And friend.
Samael slices 6 damage off the Turvagon. The Knights take another wound. 5 left.
That is all of our combat, so you get to fight with the Turvagon.
Here come the bugs.
Winning on 3s.
Not gonna do it.
No, it didn't. It's a 2.
He does.
It's a 2.
Trigon now. Armor of Contempt on the Repulsor. No command points left.
Hey! How'd you like that, Trigon? Didn't even do any damage. Just, whew.
And then the Trigon does nothing. What's going on?
Broodlord into Outriders.
No, Broodlord into the Brutalis.
Ooh, devastating claws steal 4 wounds.
Space Marines look like they are going to take back the base, and there is not a lot of Behemoth left. Primarch Guilliman is kind of feeling good about the state of the battle, but there's rumblings.
I hear noises.
Massive damage. The Space Marines are in control. While the outlook is rosy for the moment,
Time for Tyranid turn 2. So, command phase.
Tervigons respawn Gaunts.
This Tervigon is actually going to reinforce this squad here. Neurolictor is actually going to target the claw.
Neurolictor can't scare the brave Space Marines.
Onto movement. Hormigons.
Beaten but not broken, the swarm shoves forward to make room for the monsters of the combined Hive fleets.
They thought they could bring on dreadnoughts, maybe a tank or two, and, you know, call it reinforcements. Let's show them how the hive mind reinforces things.
So you've done your movement and now you're reinforcement?
Reinforcements are coming.
Tyrant and Swarmlord is the least of the Space Marine problems. A wall of 7 Norns have swarmed to the defense of the Hive.
That is a literal wall of Norns.
I have 3 emissaries, 4 assimilators. All 3 of my Norn emissaries have taken a singular purpose to destroy the lion, and all my assimilators have a singular purpose to take down Robute Guilliman.
3 Tyrannofex and Old One Eye round out the reinforcements.
Things were looking pretty good until Mubin brought his reinforcements in.
I'm not right. This is ridiculous. What's going on?
Out of all of this is what you're complaining about?
Yeah, how do we let that happen?
So, should I start shooting things?
Yes.
Tyrannofex rupture cannon hammers at the Lancer. 6 wounds, not bad.
I'm gonna do all the assimilators next.
Assimilator harpoons a Brutalis. Assimilator into the Redeemer. Armor holds.
2 last cannon shots into the bikes.
ATV dies to the last assimilator harpoon.
Onto the emissaries. This emissary firing into the Redeemer as well.
Emissary Neurolance at the Redeemer. 5 damage.
The last emissary.
More emissary fire. Brutalis eats 4 damage. 6 remain.
Acid spray Tyrannofex next.
Tyrannofex acid spray gushes over the Blade Guard.
Armor contempt on the Blade Guard vets.
Hit.
Only 1 dies.
Stinger salvo.
Spine banks sting, punching a wound home. Male Scepter goes for Asmodai.
D6 plus 3 shots. Sustained.
Psychic Blast only kills 1.
Extra green. Pumping all shots into the Blade Guard vets. D6 plus 3.
Here we go.
Oh my days. 9 rolls and not a single 4-up save.
Asmodai and his pals are liquefied by the Pyoplasmic Cannon. Wow, dangerous.
That was rough.
That's 1 character down. 3 zone thrusters are just gonna try and take out the Land Raider. So with their lethal hit attack, wound.
Redeem yourself after the...
Redeem yourself!
Oh, that is a good one.
That was actually really good.
5 damage, drops it to 2 wounds remaining. Neurotyrant smokes a bike.
I'm gonna fire both my squads at Termagants at the same time.
Another bike dies to Termagants.
Thankfully, that is the end of the shooting phase and nothing can now target the lion, so at least he's going to survive for another day. Charge phase.
Charge phase.
It's charge clock.
Old One Eye charges the Claude Brutalis. It fails. The assimilator does not make the same mistake.
If all these Norns make their charges, we are in deep trouble.
Swarmlord is gonna attempt for the long charge into the bikers.
Swarmlord fails.
You're supposed to lead by example here. How are you failing this charge? Go, Hormigons, go!
Hormigons make a charge at the bikes.
Neurotyrant actually into the Stern Guard. So you can actually go bonk.
Land Raider is charged by the Male Scepter.
They don't really have any other targets, so both of these simulators are just gonna also charge the poor.
The once brave, now puddle.
Which means the only charge I have left is that brave flying Hive Tyrant in the back, 9 inches away from the Lancer.
Winged Tyrant fails its charge. Into the Lancer. Reroll, no help.
Nope, not even a free stratagem will help with the Hive Tyrant. He's just gonna stand there. Going with the Assimilator first.
The Brutalis is slaughtered by the Assimilator.
Because he can, he's just gonna pile into the other Brutalis. Yep, so Neurolictor into the bike.
Neurolictor kills a bike. Assimilator hacks at the Stern Guard. No survivors.
Got 3 attacks from the Malscepter into the Land Raider. 5. That's a 1.
Yes.
The Malscepter didn't even scratch the paint. That will go on to ongoing combat.
Warsuit flaps back.
Come on.
4 ups. None of them.
3 hits, 9 damage. The Mama has been thrown from the train.
Broodlord into the bikers.
Broodlord chews up 2 bikes.
So that bike fights back into the Hormigons.
Yep.
DP1.
Yep, that's 1 dead.
And then your Trigon into the bravest repulsor on the planet.
Tack, can I use Armor Contempt again, please? Please? We need the repulsor to stay alive.
Trigon draws out Armor of Contempt. That repulsor has been the hero for the Marines so far. So close, 1 wound remains.
What an absolute hero. I am so happy.
Look, there wasn't a lot of death on our side, but the table feels a little tilted now. The stakes of the game. We need more wounds on that side of the table to win this game, which means that I think it's time for the big boys.
Couple more phone calls?
Yes.
Couple more phone calls, yeah.
The stakes have gone way up, but the Space Marines are dishing out the pain.
Tables have turned a little bit. It looked really good at the end of our turn 2, but then all of this happened.
Let's get command points.
We're gonna go up to 2.
In the command phase, we have some Oath of Moments to elect, and now
We've given them a rule that for every faction that is on the table, and we've got White Scars, we've got Ultramarines, and we've got Dark Angels, they each get to pick an Oath of Moment target.
Oath of Moment on the middle emissary. 2 assimilators are oathed as well.
for you folks at home, did you ever imagine a game where you're gonna see like 9 Norns and 3 of them Oath of Moment in 1 turn?
Tactical Doctrine time. This is going to allow me to fall back and shoot and charge with both of my tanks.
All right, let's move.
Moving in for the kill now. Space Marines need to do lasting damage right now. There are so many monsters. Dreads advance. Space Marines are keeping up the pressure.
Now, really important, I need to disembark first of all with absolutely everything, and I think it's time to take the sword to the Tyranids. We've got Norns to kill, the Swarm Lord's pretty close, that Trigon's got to go down, we've got a lot of work to do. Let's hope, fingers crossed, between the Captain, Ezekiel, the Lion, Azrael, we can start taking some names.
I'm going to spend a command point off of my Tyran effects. I will Overwatch.
Blade Guard get overwatched by the Acid Spray Tyran effects. 1 falls to the Gout of Acid.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay, that's a lot of stuff moving up.
Drop pod full of angry Infernus Marines.
These spectacle games are meant for us to play with all of our toys, have a lot of fun at the table, do things that you normally don't get to see. So Mubin brought in 7 Norns. So in response, I'm going to bring in 2 Astraeuses.
Another Repulsor Executioner and a Gladiator Reaper. Oh my, it's on now, folks. That's an armored advance if I ever saw it.
This is a castle of death. That's a lot of guns, and this could hurt really, really badly.
Guilliman made a call, and they answered the call.
Yeah. Now we've got the big guns.
The Lancer is going to go into that Norn.
Yep.
Gladiator kills the Gaunts and pegs an emissary. Down to 7.
White Scars Ballistic Dreadnought is going to go into the Oath of Moment Norn.
Emissary.
Blast Cannons.
So the Oath Emissary is at 8.
Both rockets hit. Looking for 5s.
Damage.
Down to 7.
Flamers into the Neurolictor.
Infernus Marines torch the Neurolictor.
White Scar ATVs.
Time to deal with the big problem.
Melta ATVs nearly drop the Hive Tyrant. Almost.
Left it with 1 wound remaining with the Meltas. Wait, I've got a drop pod. I'm going to do the honors of killing it with a drop pod. Courtesy of Ben, who built that particular drop pod. It's got a Death Wound launcher. So D6 plus 1. 3s. 5s. 2.
Drop pod.
Drop pod. Drop pod. Drop pod.
Drop.
Wow, it does it. Down goes a Tyrant. Repulsor, Laser Executioner, Big Gun at the Mail Scepter. The rest at the Trigon. Rapid regen strat on the Mail Scepter. 1 command point for a 5-up regen.
Let's see if we can actually survive this onslaught of guns.
Sure, here we go.
Oh!
2 wounds off the Trigon. Speeder at the Termagants. 4 left. Invictor clears out some more Gaunts.
Catechism fire into that front squad.
Front squad of Termagants has been obliterated.
The cantaloupes are working.
They've been cantalouped.
This unit here into the Maliceptor. Nothing?
Glen Raider, everything into the Maliceptor.
Redeemer into the Mail Scepter. 7 wounds remain.
Ezekiel now is going to mind wipe the Swarm Lord because I believe that's a character, isn't it?
Ezekiel fails Mind Wipe.
So we're going to use the Luminous Plasma Pistol into the Maleceptor.
Yep.
Plasma pistol tags the male scepter.
Azrael, though.
Azrael does 2 mortal wounds to the male scepter.
4 wounds remaining. Okay, the Maleceptor is holding strong. He's not making as many saves as I need him to, but he's making just enough.
Samael now, and the Black Knights are going to shoot absolutely everything into this...
The Neurotyrant?
The Neurotyrant, yeah.
Neurotyrant takes a hit. 9 wounds remain. Black Knights drop the Tyrant to 4. No overheat.
Now it's time for the Iron Storm.
Armored and sporting heavy firepower, destruction incoming.
So Gatling Cannon, Redemptor, Trigon.
Down to 7 wounds remaining on the Trigon.
Rocket Pod. Rocket Pod says. Rocket Pod says. 1 wound.
AP 1.
Takes the damage.
2 damage, down to 5.
Ballistus fires at the male scepter.
Last cannons. I'm going to use my reroll here.
4s. I just need to make 3 of these. I don't.
Ooh, slaughtered.
Oh, the Ballistus takes it out. Those pesky dreadnoughts, I gotta get rid of them.
Ballistus 2 with a Norn assimilator.
So rerolling here. 3s.
5s. Neither.
Nasty damage, 11.
Ow.
That softened him up for me. Thank you.
Straces.
Astreus spends no command point on Mercy's weakness at Guilliman's command.
Oh, Mercy is weakness. That is a annoying little stratagem. But we have Alien Cunning from the Swarm Lord. It's going to cost even if you want to use it for free.
Astreus at the Norn.
Reroll to wound one of them. Oh my days.
12. Oh boy.
Macro accelerator cannons hammer the beast, but saves keep it going.
Yes, the Straces can pump out a lot of shots, but it's only AP 1, and those Norns have a 2-up.
So he's down to 4 wounds remaining.
Astreus 2 fires at the Norn. 3 saves are not enough. The beast falls. That herd is thinning fast.
All those bullets, all that firepower, and it took 2 Astreus to bring down just a single Norn.
Let's do some charging now.
Here we go. Brutalis in. Belly flops a mortal wound onto the assimilator. Trigon is tagged by a biker. Captain with intercessors into the Trigon as well. Bikes are in on the Neurotyrant and Gaunts with a big 11.
The Repulsor back into the Trigon.
Hero Pulsar back on the Trigon.
Azrael will charge.
Oh, coming into the assimilator.
Azrael charges the assimilator. No fear.
Swarmlord, I will take you to the sword.
Bring it.
The Lion charges the Swarm Lord.
You will die.
A sword fight for the ages. Ezekiel follows his boss in. A second for the duel.
Of course, typical Space Marine fashion. There's no honor, there's no 1v1s. He has to bring backup.
Okay, so the Lion is going to fight the Swarmlord.
So we're starting with the Lion. Okay.
A blur of swords leaves the Swarm Lord at 2 wounds.
Ezekiel targets the Swarmlord using Traitor's Bane and the Book of Salvation, giving him +1 extra attack.
Only 1 damage. The Swarm Lord is still alive.
All of that. You couldn't do it yourself, Lion. Even your friends couldn't do it. The Swarm Lord lives.
Captain with the Honor Vayman into the Trigon. He's using his once per game ability for devastating wounds.
Okay.
Captain wails on the Trigon. It survives on a wound.
Captain, what are you doing? Leaving that Trigon to 1 wound left.
Tank.
Take.
All right, so next up we've got the tank, okay?
Will the Hero Pulsar be the difference?
5s to wound.
He's got this. There's 2.
It is! The tank is so deadly. Kill after kill. Ramming speed.
This repulsor is just, he's a legend at this point.
How is it that your tank has more close combat kills than
The Lion. This repulsor is just taking all the kills right now. It's got a combat kill against a Trigon. It's killed a Toxicrene. When will it end? The carnage is just too much.
Azrael and the companions beat on the assimilator.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend 1 CP to get +1 to wound. 6 attacks. We can...
6s. I make 1.
2 damage. I'm going with the lethal attacks here.
Blades flash and force 18 saves.
It's dead.
He does go boom.
Assimilator explodes. A chunk of both armies will die here. 6 damage to the Blade Guard veterans. Emissary takes 1 wound. Companions 1. Acid Spray Tyrannifex takes 5. Assimilator takes 3. Ow! The Ichor! Samael beating on the Psychophage. Tanked. The monster survives. No damage. Bikes on the high ground. Chainsaw the Gaunts.
And then the Chaplain into the Neurotyrant.
Chaplain into Neurotyrant.
The Chaplain beats on the Neurotyrant. 3 wounds left.
Brutalis with the claws going into the Assimilator.
Claw Dread into the Assimilator. All saved.
And then I get to start fighting back.
Assimilator bites back at the Brutalis. The walking coffin is raised. Brutal claws kill.
Psychophage into Samael and friends.
Psychophage tentacles slap a knight down to 2. Swarmlord fighting back at the cowardly lion.
This is a brave move from Mubin to try and kill the lion. He's got a 3-up invuln, and every 6 I roll to save means I bounce back mortal wounds. I've only got to roll 1/6 Mubin. The Shield of the Emperor.
No 6s. No 6s.
Oh, he's only gone and done it! Yes!
Yes!
Swarmlord dies to the Reflect and only manages 3 wounds onto the Primarch.
Hey, I can kill 1 too!
That was brutal.
It really was.
When will you ever say that we've done really well? We've killed 2 Norns. There's just another 5 to go.
We did kill a lot, but we also didn't kill enough. We only just killed the Swarmlord. And
The Swarmlord killed himself.
No. You're not taking that kill away from the lion.
Now, the Repulsor Executioner has written down all of his kills.
No one is touching the Repulsor Executioner moving.
So if I blow up the Land Raider and the Land Raider blows up and then it kills the Repulsor, it's not my fault.
He kind of has a point.
I don't like the guy, but he does have a point.
Marines are hacking their way into the Tyranid zone, but who knows how many Tyranids are swarming in.
We did phenomenal damage, but maybe not enough. This has been such a seesaw battle. And, do you hear that?
I can hear rumblings.
That's bad news.
Oh yeah.
One command for the Nids and 2 for the Space Marines. No battle shock. The thick of the battle is now.
I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I've been kind of boxed in. I've got nowhere to bring reinforcements from. I need to make room. I need to push forward, open up some gaps, and hopefully turn 4, I can bring in some more reinforcements.
Pushing hard to keep from being overwhelmed, the monsters stomp in. Crushes of bodies make targeting difficult. The Broodlord gets overwatched by the Redeemer.
Oh, nice. 10 flat shots.
His dancing candle impression is admirable, but he is still very, very dead.
Let's shoot things, because everything has finished moving. Assimilator at the front, staring down the barrel of the Lancer.
Assimilator harpoons the Lancer. 3 wounds remain. Tyrannifex rupture cannon at the Ballistus. Oh no, a 2!
We're on 3s.
Strength 18.
Oh.
Are you T9?
No.
You know what? Just for that attack, command reroll. Oh no!
Emissary lance into the Ballistus.
Wounds.
Ballistus loses 4 wounds. Emissary 2 into Ezekiel. Oh, a fail. No damage.
I don't feel it.
Assimilator harpoon at the Redeemer.
5 up. Roll a 1.
The armored Hulk collapses. No explosion.
So it's a bit of a blow, losing the Redeemer, but, you know, it did take down that Broodlord on Overwatch before it went.
Neurotyrant at Azrael. Psychic Stream drops 1.
So, Tyrannifex with the acid spray into Azrael and friends again.
Mr. Spew kills 2 and change. Stingers finish the wounded Inner Circle's companion. Assimilator harpoons bikes in front of him.
6s.
First one, dead. Second one, also dead.
And dead, and dead.
The 3 Zoanthropes are gonna lance at the poor Invictor.
Mind Blast kills it. The heroes of the early push are dying.
I'm just gonna fire the Exocrine into the remaining 2 bikes, clear the way.
Squad wipe. That firepower is brutal.
Tyrannifex, Rupture Cannon into the far back Ballistus. 3s though.
Come on.
No.
Hey! I think them both!
Boom!
That's how you do it.
I'm just charging everything now.
Okay, charge away.
Assimilator into Samael and friends.
Assimilator fails its charge. Speeder gets charged by an assimilator.
All right. The lion is the emissary's target. We're gonna charge in.
And his brother leaps down behind him. The lion is surrounded, right where he wants to be.
Oh, he fights first.
We start with the lion.
Almost once. 4 pinballs.
4 pinballs.
The explosion is the only reason he dies. He has 15 left.
Oh!
Kill confirmed, the emissary is down.
Let's go with the other emissary into the rest of the lion's friends.
Scything talons strike the blade guard to die.
Now to the assimilators.
Assimilator takes out the lancer.
Piling into the Infernus Marines. He's hungry. The second assimilator into the speeder.
Assimilator 2 dines on the speeder. The white scars are taking it on the chin.
And then you guys get to fight back into the Psychophage, because that actually kind of matters, because he has no damage on him.
The Black Knights take the Psychophage to 8.
We were worried about the reprisal, and the reprisal did hurt.
Yes, we lost the Lancer. I mean, the lion with that fight first, that really...
That was brutal.
There was some death, there was some destruction, but the Space Marines are holding relatively well. We have all of Iron Storm ready to unleash hell
Yes.
on the Tyranids. However, they're in the wrong zone.
And the lion is looking pretty isolated over there.
Probably need to, but
Just a little bit.
there could be help coming in.
Hey, brother.
The white scars are nearly dead, but the tanks are coming. Guilliman's attack is working, but is it fast enough?
Some help, bro. Some help.
It's dead.
I don't think that could have gone any worse.
Board state looks fairly even, except we're not playing a normal game,
No.
and we need to be over there.
3 command points for Marines to 1 for the Tyranids into round 4. Marines have to rush if they are going to find victory.
It's turn 4. All I want to do with my repulsor is kill that Norn.
Assault Doctrine for the Dark Angels. Oath of Moment falls on all the assimilators. Tech Marines booth both the Astreus. +1 to hit.
It's time. It's been long enough. We are covering this battlefield in Shadows of the Warp.
Shadows of the Warp! Executioner and Astreus fails. Oh my. Infernus Marines and the Black Knights fail as well. The wave of fear stops there. Will it break the oncoming rush of Space Marines?
We're gonna go into the movement phase,
Yay!
and because he just told me to run away, I'm gonna do that first.
Okay.
Infernus Marines desperate to break out. They lose 3.
Samael and the bikes are also going to fall back. I've got 6 models.
Samael and the Black Knights retreat as well and lose 1.
If we don't get into the enemy deployment zone here, we will lose this game because there is still a lot of high toughness. There's still a lot of bodies left in the Tyranid side. We are moving forward because it all matters about getting into the enemy deployment zone. That's what we need. We need bodies over there. So just turbo boosting this bike.
Repulsor Hero moves to the middle. The Space Marines press the attack.
We are playing open war in a very narrative setting.
Usually used to is playing with a Leviathan mission pack where if it's turn 3 and you haven't brought your reserves in, they die. We're not playing Leviathan today.
And I've got Belial and 5 Deathwing Terminators, and they've come in to save the lion. That's what they've come to do.
Terminators find a crack in the shadow and teleport into the midfield and by the egg nest.
So our deep strikes are in.
Oh boy.
We need to protect the lion, destroy the Norns, and we need to win the day. ATVs, shoot that Norn.
ATVs are definitely shooting that norm.
ATV multi-meltas hum into the Norn assimilator. The beams kill it.
We are off to a great start because Norn number 1 is down.
Ballistus hammers the acid spray Tyrannifex. Wounded, but still fighting.
The Repulse Executioner is going to take his heavy laser destroyer into the Tyrannifex.
Laser Destroyer weighs in.
Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Both 2s again.
yes.
That is the second time it's done that.
It's because yours isn't as good as mine.
Norn gets targeted by the Gatling cannon. 1 wound.
So then we are going to go with the Plasma Redemptor.
Redemptor with plasma, firing at point blank range.
Plasma shots, how many tries do I get?
Oh, huge plasma volley.
Yep.
6.
Drops him to 10 wounds. No hazard. Battle shock Astreus into the wounded Tyrannifex.
Big cannon.
Yep.
Sustained and lethal, remember, on 6s.
Yep.
Twin link rerolls.
Autocannon fire, pummels it down. Dead, dead, dead. Las Rippers at the front Norn.
I make one fail one.
Damaged, but still fighting.
Down to 5.
Okay. The Ballistic Dreadnought here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go into the Norn.
I will spend rapid regeneration.
Last cannons.
Yeah. Nope, fails.
D6 plus 1 damage. That's 4 damage.
Oops. Down to 13.
Mercy is weakness on the second Astreus.
And we are now going to pump into that Norn. Macro Twin Accelerator. Fires reroll.
Please go.
Okay, so I shot you with 12 bullets, right?
Yeah. How many did you hit me with?
I hit you with 14.
3 ups.
Oh, massive damage. Down it goes.
Astreuses are ridiculous. Norns are dropping. Ballistic Dreadnought number 2 is going to go into the Psychophage.
It dies. Monsters are dying in droves.
Gladiator Reaper into the Warriors.
Reaper spools up and hammers the warriors. 1 dies, another wounded.
Iron Storm has done work.
It has. It's now time for the main event.
Repulsor of Doom, point blank at the Norn for another kill steal.
I am gonna overcharge.
I want him to kill himself with this.
12 shots.
Oh, from the Gatling Cannon.
Gatling first, down to 4.
Down to 4. That is very plasma number.
The Icarus rocket pod.
Oh, come on.
3
Coward.
shots. Wounds twice. AP 1.
Saved.
He wants you to do it with the
It's
plasma.
not going to happen unless he charges or uses the plasma.
Iron Hail Stepper.
Good lord.
AP nothing.
He's fine. I told you, it
yeah.
needs the plasma.
What else have I got?
Look at me, Steven.
I shall not look at you. One save, please.
No.
Cool. Heavy bolt time. Watch me roll 3 6s right now.
Use the plasma, you coward.
The macroplasma. 6!
Oh, woohoo! That's 7 shots because it is a +1. How many?
2.
So I'm looking for 6s.
Yep.
I adds to 6.
So you just did it.
I told him to use the plasma.
And there it goes. Another Norn bites the dust.
But do you go boom?
Do it.
Well, so far I've done it twice. No.
Assimilators have been wiped from the field. That repulsor is a bit cheeky, eh?
This is the Redemptor looking back at the line and be like, I got another one.
Orion, Intercessors, Ravenwing Black Knights, and Samael all shoot into the Neurotyrant, but can't take it down, leaving it with 3 wounds remaining.
Okay, so the lion is going to charge into the Norn. He's made it.
Keep moving. I'm gonna charge the Redemptor at the Neurotyrant.
What? No! No! I hate you.
Azrael charges the Zoanthropes.
Belial is going to charge the Norn. He's going to go and save the lion. I've rolled a 4.
You need a 5.
And a 6!
Oh, he's in.
Belial and the Terminators make the big 9. They are in. Repulsor charges of the Neurotyrant.
Is this where you asked me if you can use a command point?
Yeah, can I borrow a command point?
You can borrow a command point.
Thank you. So I get 8 dice. And how many wounds you got left?
3.
Racking up the kills. Tank Shock drills the Tyrant. Chuck up another kill for the Hero Pulsar. Style points.
Oh, he's only gone and done it. That's 2 kills for combat for the Repulsor. This is obscene. And I'm within 4 inches of the Norn, And if the wounds just shake out, I might be able to squeeze in there and do another couple of wounds. Who knows? So the Black Knights are going to charge into
Just those two?
the 2 units there, the Zoanthropes.
First, hit
Yeah,
both,
yeah,
and
but I'll go with the Lion first, weaken him down a bit. Cool.
Okay.
The lion hacks at the Norn. Can't finish it.
Nope, he's down to 3 wounds left.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So the next combat will be the Repulsor.
Repulsor piles in. It can fight. Can it kill even more? No.
It was unfortunate, but there we go. Hopefully the Terminators can finish off the job. Belial's got 6.
4s. Down to 1.
And then I've got some Massive Absorptions.
Bonk.
4 AP 1, 2 damage.
3s.
Just mean the Repulsor lives for another day.
Inner Circle, do the work. No more Zoanthropes. Samael slaughters the Neurotyrant.
And then the 2 Black Knights that can fight into the Zoanthropes.
They're not. 4 Binvolts. I make 1 fail 1. Ow.
So we needed a push.
We did.
Apparently that was a lot more than a push.
Yeah, your Dark Angel said less pushing, more killing.
Let's see what they do in retaliation.
We've left holes now for Mubin to put in his reinforcements.
The Tyranids don't have a reprisal. Everything is dead. The attack is succeeding.
We're hearing a lot of small footsteps and some pretty big, massive ones. Heading to your turn, Mubin.
Yep.
And we've blasted a whole bunch of holes in the Tyranid line, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Except for the fact that that was what was stopping his reinforcements.
You should definitely be worried.
1 command point to 2. The bugs look dead here. Not much left.
So straight onto movement. Old One Eye is just gonna go whoop. Warriors are not in combat, so they're gonna zip around here.
Overwatch from the Repulsor at the Warriors. He's looking for more kills.
Executioner. 3 hits. Here we go. 2 wounds.
I have 6 up involves because of the Zoanthropes.
Oh, he's only gone and done it!
The Macroplasma smokes the Tyranid Warriors.
Now, do I explode?
Fail. Yes!
Oh no!
So I'm gonna command point reroll.
What? No, what?
I'm just gonna reroll it. I don't care about attack having CPs because all I care about is this Repulsor living till the end of the game.
How many command points do we have in our bank?
After this, none.
I can't say no to those eyes. He's giving me those eyes. Are you sure it's gonna make it out of this turn if you roll this here?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He's okay.
Whatever you want to shoot at the Repulsor Executioner, you go right ahead.
The barb guns are gonna move up. Movement is complete now.
Okay, so reinforcement time here, Steven. So what you're telling me is whatever big things were going to come on the table, we no longer have the ability to do Overwatch.
No, I've done it.
And you're also telling me that we have lost the ability to Armor Contempt.
Correct.
Ooh, more reinforcements. A new Acid Fex has outflanked and scuttles into the rear corner.
Finally, my turn 4. I can finally bring in some reinforcements, and boy, do I have a big one.
A Hierophant Biotitan! Oh mercy, the entire attack could be broken by the huge monster!
Only fair, we have a couple Titans on our side, and Mubin has brought in his own Titan. Oh boy.
I have a Bio-Titan, I have more acid sprays, I've got another Flying Hive Tyrant, a Hive Tyrant, and more Hormigons. We've got bugs. So, I brought some reinforcements in.
What's this?
He's your friend! I brought him back!
We're not gonna do this again.
I'm gonna start blasting. I'm gonna start with the Barb Gaunts. I'm going for the brutal kill here. I'm getting really tired of this ridiculous repulsor.
Oh, can I Armor Contempt?
With the
With no CP that you have?
Okay, maybe not.
that you spent,
Maybe not.
you deserve this.
Yeah. I got 2 6s.
You've got a 3-up.
Easy.
He rolls a 1!
I've just been killed by barbed gaunts. What a way to go.
The Hero-Cutioner is dead, killed by lowly Gaunts. What an end.
Exocrine's up next. He's gonna fire into these Deathwing Knights.
Yep.
Exocrine pounds the Deathwing Knights. Only one dies.
While I'm still up here on this firing platform, I'm going to shoot the Tyranid.
Tyranid, rupture cannon, hammers home at the ballistas. 5 damage, 3 left.
The walking Hive Tyrant is going to try and finish off the ballistas.
Tyrant to finish the job.
Hitting on 2.
Not happening.
You did better last time. I'm kind of disappointed in you, buddy. I'm going to go with the Bio Titan next.
The Hierophant Bio Titan, split fires, bio cannons, blast the intercessors.
D6 plus 6. Oh,
6s.
The captain survives, but is wounded and alone.
The second Bio Cannon into the ballistas.
Ballistas eats the other cannon.
Both of these.
Yep, easy.
I made one.
The ballistas dies. Infernus takes the bioplasma torrent.
Oh, the ones who
Oh.
Only one down. Tyranid shoots the Redemptor and Captain.
So let's start with the 2 Bio Cannon shots first. All right, both shots from the cannon.
Redemptor gets ruptured. The losses are mounting.
It's time for the captain to get shot. 3s.
Captain makes his saves.
Acid spray.
Acid spray.
Acid Fex melts the Far ATV, looking to charge the near one.
That means it's time for charge the clock.
Flying Tyrant attacks the Executioner and is in.
That's a 10.
Oh no.
I told you.
Old One Eye charges Ezekiel.
Go, Old One Eye. A 9 will do. Boom. Bio Titan.
The Hierophant charges the Lion and a bike.
The Bile Titan is going to charge the Lion. This is not good.
I believe in you.
It's in! The Lion could do some serious damage as it charges, but will he survive? Hive Tyrant charges Azrael.
Sure.
So he's coming in with gusto.
Hormagaunts swarm in.
Oh, yeah, you get to fight with first with the Lion.
The Lion pokes at the Hierophant. 12 damage, what a hero!
So he's down to 18.
What's that? What's that noise? Can you hear that?
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah. It's the repulsor taking the mick out the line. Can't even kill it.
We're gonna just go with the Bio Titan.
Lash whips at the bike and talons at the Lion.
I think we both survive this.
Looking for 3s. Strike 20.
A reflect brings the Hierophant down to 17, but the Lion is crushed by the Hierophant's claws.
Sure, he strips some wound off, but yeah, he's just impaled on the leg while the Bio Titan walks around now.
I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, okay?
If he survives, this would be hilarious.
This is true.
Oh, you're off to a bad start there, buddy.
The bikes survive the tentacles.
So you're telling me that a bike just survived the Bile Titan where the Lion didn't?
Old One Eye crashes into the Blade Guard vets.
2s.
First one. Dies.
Ezekiel survives. Tyrant slashes down at Azrael and the companion.
4 saves, AP2, 3 damage each.
Azrael survives, wounded. He is swamped by Hormagaunts, however.
Hormagaunts.
Claws slash in.
I reckon you make them all.
It's a 3.
Okay.
There's a 6.
Okay.
It's a 3.
And then
It's a 2. You'll take a wound.
Azrael holding on like that.
Against a horde of Hormagaunts and a Hive Tyrant.
Winged Tyrant scrapes 4 wounds off the repulsor. 12 remain. Samael into the Zoanthropes.
Oh boy.
A psychic horror falls. The Black Knights hammer down another.
And then Azrael into your...
Azrael into the Tyrant. Ooh, swordplay. 6 damage.
I thought we had it. At one
So
point in
close.
turn 4, I thought we had it, and then all of that happened.
Yeah, we got a problem.
And we lost your Primarch.
We lost the repulsor.
We've got a lot of work to do, but there is a lot of guns left on the Ultramarine side, and I think we're going to lay down a heavy amount of fire and let the Dark Angels clean up the rest in close combat.
I've just got to try and weather the storm of Astraea and Redemptors and all the Space Marine things.
Another wave of bugs has thrown this battle into question. The attack could shatter upon the rock of the Hierophant. Will this be the fate of the Space Marines?
Last turn.
Yes.
Exocrine, Hierophant, and Tervagon are the oaths of moment. Assault Doctrine is called. This is it. The Space Marines, take control now or lose this fight. Full speed ahead. No mercy, no respite. All attack for the Emperor and Macragge! Samael and the Black Knights ride down the cliffside to meet the Hormagaunts head-on.
Terminators.
Are going to move to charge the Barbgaunts.
Yeah, because then that'll get them in the deployment zone.
Yep. All right, so we are going to start off the festival. Why don't we start at the bottom, go all the way to the top?
Can anything survive the wrath of the Space Marines? Melta ATV shoots the Hierophant. Oh, big damage, 10 left. Repulsor execution to finish the job.
All right.
Come on!
Both.
All right, dice.
This could be it.
Neither. D6 plus 4 each. Can I use one of these? Is he just laughing at his other repulsor?
You could do it, my brother. Use the reroll!
Rerolling one.
That does it.
It does tighten down. Reaper shoots the Exocrine.
Okay.
And another one.
11 wounds remain. Redemptor shoots the Tervagon.
I'm going to do both the Gatlings at the same time.
Ultramarines are making it look easy. Tervagon down to 15. Mercy is weakness by Guilliman for the last command point on the Astreus.
And the Astreus is just going to go burr on these monsters.
Big guns, so the Astreus, the big guns into the character, okay? The las cannons into the Exocrine.
Is this all for the glory of the repulsor?
It is.
All right.
5?
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Rerolling, because you got twin lengths.
Yep. Yeah.
So going to 3s.
All right.
Tervagon dies hard to the autocannons. Splat, splat, splat.
Tervagon is down. That's character. Would have counted for full wounds if it had survived, but it is now dead.
Now for the las cannons.
Into the Exocrine. Last cannons into the Exocrine.
Come on, give me 4
Running out of
fives.
bug space.
Oh, reroll those 1s and 2s. We've
Yeah.
got a 5 and a 6 so far. This is a sustained and a
no.
lethal.
Oh!
Full house, baby!
Sustained Las Rippers vaporize it. Disgusting. Ballistus hammers into the Tyrant effects.
So first one,
Rerolling.
reroll.
Both hit. Wounding on 3s.
Use this.
I'm going to use the Iron Storm.
Yep.
It's not a save.
D6 plus 1. 7
7.
damage. So then the second one.
Tyrant under fire from the Astreus.
Go fishing. AP1, looking for 3s.
3 damage.
Down to 1.
Time for the las.
Here's the Las.
Las Rippers tear the life from the Tyrant. More dead monsters. It's a shooting gallery.
Charges.
Charges.
Redemptors charge. Ballistus in as well. Ballistus 2 into the Barbgaunts.
Yup.
Terminus, go with an 11.
Oh.
Terminators make an 11-inch, and the zone is swamped. Huge final push for the Space Marines.
All right, into the Gaunts.
And my captain's going to charge in. Okay, my Black Knights can't fail. They're also going to go in.
ATV into the Tyranid effects. And then Belial into Old One Eye. Guilliman's like, what about me, guys?
I just want to fight.
Okay, so Belial, first of all, in combat is going to be 6 attacks.
It comes down to this fight. Belial and his friends beat on Old One Eye.
Strength 6.
4s. He's okay.
Then the Deathwing Knights, the great weapon of the Unforgiven, is 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Devastating wounds, nothing, but that is 2 wounds.
That fails both. It's Old One Eye. So he takes 2 damage.
Captain kills 4 Gaunts.
And then Samael.
Black Knights kills 7. 4 left. The Dread kills the Zoanthrope.
And then you've got 3 Terminators that can fight.
Terminators punch Barbgaunts. 1 lives.
So you get to fight now and see if you can kill Azrael.
Hormagaunts swipe back.
He's okay.
Ezekiel pokes Old One Eye. Only minor damage.
Can you kill Ezekiel?
Can Old One Eye do it here? Old One Eye, I believe. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god. And they're wounding on 2s.
Yeah. Peas. I failed the first one. I've passed the second. I've got 4 wounds.
I only have to roll a 3 or better.
Can you do it?
Leave him alive with 1 wound.
Command reroll. Down goes the Chief Librarian. Azrael kills the last of the Hormigons.
Well, I think that concludes our turn.
That concludes our turn.
Yeah.
And that may have actually concluded the game.
They made an effort. Old One Eye is still standing. He is a cranky old man that's just not going anywhere. But yeah, this, as much as I would like to fight back desperately and try to hold on, you have far too many wounds in, and I don't have enough to take them out.
The Space Marines have taken down the flower of the Hive fleets. 9 Norns fell this day. A Biotitan and a host of other monsters could not hold back the combined might of 3 Space Marine chapters and 2 Primarchs. A fight for the ages.
You have your base back for now. We'll come back for it again next time. That was a blast. This was an
epic tale.
Epic tale, a well-fought victory.
Well done.
Thank you, brother.
And well done. And the
So proud of him,
The
aren't
Tech
you?
Marines are furiously trying to repair that repulsor.
Does he have a name now? I feel like he has a name. He should have a name.
I'm gonna call him Redemption.
Who would have ever thought you would hear yourself say, I had 9 Norns die in this game?
I've never played a game this size, and I can honestly say it was super fun to play throughout. There are some amazing moments here, and it's been a real pleasure.
We are so glad you joined us. This spectacle is a love letter written in models and dice to you, our amazing members. You are the reason we can do this, and we are so grateful. Thank you to our talented players and dedicated crew. And until we see you next time, play on!